gave you all the credit in the world before this match, Chris Jericho, and I still sold you short. I sold you short. I sold Chris Jericho. You are every bit the megastar that you claim to be. The only difference and the only folly that you made in every interview that you did for New Japan was that you claimed that you were the best. A legend, you are. A megastar, you are. Mr. Main Event, oh yeah, you are. But you aren't the best. So Chris Jericho, I can't say that what we have is over, but I can say that this dream that I've had, as terrifying as it was, as dark as this nightmare has been, it was a valuable learning experience. And the one thing that I learned more than anything else is that my home is New Japan. My work here is not finished. My job as a champion is not over. I survived the toughest fight of my life, Chris. I can't drop this belt. I can't leave. This can't be my last match. My legacy will continue in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Thank you very much.
Say what? A whole lot of superstars on this stage here tonight. But I want y'all to know one thing. This is my house. And when I say who's
word attack skills and vocabulary too. Cover hits in this edition is all brand new. You're through. I'm interplanetary and like Doctor Who. So who?
Fuck your beef, no relief. I step on stage, girls scream like I'm Keith.
Everybody, welcome. It is Ring Time Pro Wrestling. Keith and Keshia are in the building. Keshia, say hi to the people.
You know what adulthood is like? Let me tell you what adulthood is like. Adulthood is getting your paycheck and just watching it disappear in the thin air. Adulthood is getting your paycheck, right, that you worked 2 weeks for, and just watching it just go dwindle down to like $30 because bills. That's what adulthood is like. And, you know, I don't know why I asked for this, Keith. I don't know why I asked for this. Like, you know, when I was in my early 20s, I was excited about being an adult. You know, oh, I get to pay bills and all this kind of shit. Like, what the hell was I thinking about? Like, what was I on? Was I drinking too much? I think I might have been drinking too much. Because it's just foolish. I'm 30, and I look at life, I look at adulthood now, and I'm just kind of like, what the hell, man? Like, who wants this? Like, seriously. I didn't ask for this. This is just ridiculousness at its best. That's adulthood. So, yeah. Suck it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not how I was supposed to start out. Hey,
yeah,
everybody.
That,
how y'all doing tonight?
I think you've picked up the whole world there. Good job. As I said, after one morbid open mic, I was like, how do you follow that shit? Okay.
You know, sometimes
hey man, Keisha,
you really just got to lay it out there.
One time at the Laughing Skull, this dude, I mean, he laid out like the most morbid, dark. It was like a good 8 minutes of dead baby comedy, and I was just like,
oh my god.
All right, yeah, okay,
all right.
What am I gonna do with this? You know what I mean?
We are not. I'm not following that. I'm like, yeah, so no.
But just like that night, I'm gonna pull us out of that. It is. You guys will probably go get this on Saturday, and hopefully, when you having your Saturday morning cartoons don't come on no more. But hey, when you get up on your Saturday morning, you'll have a treat. You'll have Ring Time Pro Wrestling. It'll be downloadable. You'll be like, hey. For some of y'all who already subscribed, good job. It'll already be waiting on you. For others, hey man, go to iTunes, click that subscribe button. We need that. Like for real though. Need that. Do anybody else go to Best Buy and subscribe to their podcast on the iPads and the iPhones in there? Or is that just me?
No, it's not shit.
Okay. I'm just asking. Because I do it. I'm like, oh, iTunes, Ring Time Pro Wrestling. Subscribe. Y'all might say it's cheating. But I'm going to say somebody who got a show on like ESPN and they have a producer that take their radio show and convert it to a podcast, and that podcast counts as the same downloads and is right ahead of mine. I say they cheat. But,
right.
You know, to each his own. They earn their spot. I earn mine. That's all. That's all.
You shut up.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with you today, tomorrow, or the next day. No, thank you. Like,
all right. So, if you've been living under a rock,
my brother had issues. Like, just not.
Wrestle Kingdom has been come and gone. Keshia, I learned some things this year. Next year, I'm taking off January 4th. Period, point blank. Like I'll put the vacation time in at like June. I'll be ready for January 4th. Cause no, okay. This is where I underestimated. Like the last couple of years, I've been off. Either I was off the day before, or I was off both days, or I was off on the 4th. So I was good. You wake up. Show starts at 3 o'clock in the morning. You good. You start watching wrestling, and you know everybody start getting up around 7:30, 8 o'clock. You send the kid off to school. You're still there. You still watching wrestling. Also, I think a couple of years ago I was working afternoon shift. Like so, it's never been that big of a deal. But this year, working mornings, back-to-back work days. I didn't get up to watch it in the middle of the night. Like I started watching it when it was time for me to get up and get ready for work. So that took me through like the last half of the show. Then I had to leave during the Jericho Omega match, right? So I had to leave there. That match actually was so long, when I got to work, the Okada Naito match was still going. And mind you, I got to work early. So I got to sit there and watch that match up until almost the end because work started right, you know what I mean? Like crazy. But didn't need a lot of catch-up work. Was able to come in the next day, start over, finish it up, and we was kind of there. Also, hey, I love y'all New Japan, but I have just one minor suggestion. In the editing of your show, if you go start the New Japan Rumble an hour and a half before the main show, for your internet crowd that's going to stream it later, you can cut that hour and a half break out of the show. I really don't need to physically have to fast forward an hour and a half worth of time to get to where I need to go. But hey, I know y'all new to this streaming thing. Why I got a feeling that they work so much better in Japan?
Let me tell you something, Keith. I got off work because I work afternoons. So I got off work at 10 the night before. This was the 3rd. And I was like, all right, I ain't got nothing to do. You know, I'm up, I'm awake, I'm good. Like, it hit about 12:30, and I was like, all right, you know, I can stay up and watch this and all that. I started getting sleepy at 2. So I knew, like, I was not going to make it, okay? I already knew I wasn't going to make it. And I'm so glad I went to bed. Because once you told me that this was 4 hours long, I was like, oh, no. You mean to tell me I would have been up to 6 in the morning watching this? Like, I don't think I would have made it. I literally don't think I would have. I would have made it to by about 3 o'clock.
You would have been up to 8 o'clock in the
And-
morning. I just want to let you know.
Oh no, that
You'd
we
have been
were
upset.
not doing that. And I was like that's not who does that. Who is up there? No.
Main events. Well, not even main event. Semi-main are combined 70 minutes. Because
Yes.
Jericho Omega goes 35 minutes. Okada and Naito is 36 minutes. Just saying. But that being said, well worth the time. One thing I'll say about New Japan, they give a hell of a show. They bring in talent from all over the world, and they hit. Like, they have all the hype in the world going up to their shows. And it makes you say, look, how can y'all live up to this hype? Alpha versus Omega. Big match. Like, y'all really sold a lot of things on this. Keish, they delivered. Great show. We are here. We're going to break down the card. I'm trying to make sure there's no other housekeeping to get into before we really get this thing rocking and rolling. Keish, are you ready for tomorrow? Tomorrow's Saturday. You guys have a big game Saturday night. Falcons fans.
Let me tell you something. Matter of fact, I'm not just going to address that game. I'm going to address this whole weekend. And this is why I say that. Not only do Atlanta need to win tomorrow night, but UGA need to beat Bama on Monday night too. And this is why. I don't have time. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say it louder for the people in the back. I don't have time for our Georgia teams to be pulling that BS this weekend, all right? Matter of fact, let me stop abbreviating it. Don't come with that bullshit, all right? I don't have time for none of that. None of it. I'm going to need for my Falcons to get it together, quit all this BS that they've been doing for the last year. Now, I'm going to say last year because every Super Bowl last year and this past season, this season that we just ended, I've just been seeing a lot of bullshit. I'm like, come on, y'all, for real, get it together. You're in the playoffs. You scraped your way up this way to make it. And mind you, people, I am a Falcons fan. Do you know I'm looking at a Falcons bag right now that I just bought today from Old Navy to wear to work? Let me tell y'all something, okay? My Atlanta Falcons gonna pull this win off Saturday night because I do not want to have to wake up Sunday morning from a loss. I don't. They ain't got no choice. This is not up for debate. There's no negotiations in this. You better win. Okay? Let me say something to UGA too while we at it. I am not a Bulldogs fan. Let me put it like this. I'm going to put it out there because anybody that knows me know I don't like UGA. I'm not a fan. It's not the school. It's just, I'm not a fan. Okay? But y'all made it to the national championship. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. If you don't beat Bama, don't bring your ass back to Mercedes-Benz. I ain't got time for it. I don't. You represent all of Georgia. Okay? Right now, you are representing all of Georgia in college football. All of it. Okay? Every single team, even the ones you can't stand, I don't care. You're representing all of Georgia going to the national championship right now. They'll come up in the national championship in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz and pull that L. We don't want that. Y'all don't have no choice but to win. This is not up for debate. This is not a negotiation. We're not discussing this. You better win. The W is yours. You better take it because ain't nobody got time for it. Okay? Now, do I think they're going to win? I honestly, hell no. But in the midst of a miracle, they can pull this W off. That's all I'm saying. And you better do it because I'm actually rooting for Georgia on Monday night. I don't know why because I'm pretty sure I know how this is going to go, but I am praying that they go ahead and win a national championship for not only themselves but all of Georgia. Okay, pull it off.
I don't know what is funnier, the fact that I was stuck in all of them, but then the idea of, are they gonna win? Hell no. Like, okay, wow, all right. Okay. All right.
Yeah. See, I don't pull
there.
no punches in this. Okay. I don't pull no punches in this. Like, I'm not. You know what? Let me put it like this. I'm looking for Georgia to win. Okay. Now, I personally am not a fan of Georgia. I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, yeah, they gonna suck because it's Georgia. Like, it's nothing like that. It's just, I mean, I know how good of a team Bama is, so Georgia gonna have to like really like pull it out their ass to win this game. Okay, like that Atlanta too. Atlanta cannot. Let me tell you something. They don't have no room, none, but a slacking. Okay, not even a little bit. There's no tolerance in this. I don't have time for that. I'm gonna need both of these teams who has the same damn colors to get it together. All right. Now, Atlanta is at a little bit of a disadvantage because they're going to be away. But it's not like they ain't won away games before. You can do this. You got this. I'm going to need y'all to win this. Thank you. Now, Georgia, honey, baby, y'all pretty much on home base. Y'all going to be in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
I just caveat. They from Athens. And
yeah, you know what? You right about that.
And whether they have to play Clemson or Alabama, everybody they play, the two teams they was going to play, are within like a 2-hour radius. So the fan bases will travel. Do you know the tickets for that game, Keish? Do you know I heard on the secondary market, because they all sold out. To get in the building, section like 300, your back against the wall at the roof, it was like $1,900. I would implore you that if you are thinking about making that purchase for those tickets,
right,
take your ass down to Best Buy. They are doing amazing things with HD televisions. You get the baddest motherfucker in there for about $1,200, $1,300. You know what I mean? Save the rest of that money. Or you know what? Send me a check for the remainder of the balance or whatever you don't spend on the TV.
Right. Right.
You had a TV forever. You had a TV for at least another 5 years.
Right.
And just send me a check for that remaining balance, and you'll feel so much better about yourself. Because I only send you a thank you card. Hell, I'll go online and Photoshop you some tickets. I don't look, man. I'm like, damn. Look, because look, Keish, if you sit that high up, you paid all that money to watch the game on TV anyway, because you're gonna be looking at the damn monitor. Right.
Let me tell you something. Shit. But these games be sold out, and I'll be like, bro.
Well, this was sold out way in advance because it was a national title game. But I guess because when the two teams that made it were so local, because this isn't like, you know, like most of the time it's like a team from here and a team not from there, but like two teams playing at a neutral site. Both of them ain't that far. The fan bases got to travel. Like, let's say the championship game was at Pasadena. Both these fan bases would have to travel. Most of the people who were there would be people from California who probably don't care a lot about the game.
Right. Exactly.
Like, I'll give you an example. The Falcons played the Rams in a playoff game, and you can get in that game for about $80. So, you know, it just kind of is what it is. But yeah, you can get there for like $80. But no, this is crazy.
Oh no, I seen them ticket prices for this shit. I was like, oh no, and I would never. But then again, you're right. Like, let's say Oklahoma had made it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you know how far Oklahomans who have to travel just to get to the national championship. But you talking about Alabama and Georgia.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
That's nothing.
like Oklahoma, they kind of been in the playoff before. Like Georgia fans, this is the first time in like 35 years, so they gonna be there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They
I'm like
showing up
this.
in the droves.
I'm gonna tell you this hypothetically, Keish. Let's say the Detroit Lions made it to the Super Bowl, and don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. Next year, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Super Bowl. Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl. If they told me it was like $1,000, Keish, I'd have a moral dilemma. I'd have a dilemma.
Just,
I'd be like, how bad is my wife gonna stab me for taking the card?
Keith,
I mean, I should be able to heal from this wound. I'm just thinking this through.
you do you not know? I can hear the questions like, okay, do I really need to eat and pay rent this week? Like, I just need to know if
I'm just saying.
I really need.
Keshia, I've rooted for a team that's won one playoff game since 1957.
Oh my God!
Do you look? Do you know the last time we won the championship? It wasn't the Super Bowl. It was just the NFL championship. They hadn't even thought about the Super Bowl yet.
That's crazy.
It was 10 years before there was a such thing as a Super Bowl. They done had 50 of them, Keish. 50 of them. There's only like 4 teams that's never made it. And 3 of them are expansion teams that like just came out like 12 years ago. You know who ain't never been there? You got it. Detroit. But that's okay. I'm totally off the reservation. We're about 30 minutes in.
No. And we ain't talking about nothing having to do
with wrestling.
Oh, wait a minute. Since we on that subject, I got one more thing to say. Shout out to all the people that showed up at the airport for the big special event today. Yeah, whatever. Y'all don't understand how ridiculously hard my job was because of that. But I hope y'all had fun. I hope you enjoyed the sale. Whatever. All right, let's anyway. And I'm off that soapbox for the night. I just had to get that out there. Whatever. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna be alright, Chief. I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna do better. I promise. You have my word. Right now.
We good. I am here to have a good time. Talk about this wrestling.
Right.
And here we go. Wrestle Kingdom 12. Emanating from the world famous Tokyo Dome. Beautiful facility. Lots of people. Second biggest wrestling event in the world. Hands down. And I mean, I say that with a lot of confidence. If you are a fan of AAA Mania, I'm just gonna say it's probably ain't as big, right? Like, well, it's on par. But Wrestle Kingdom, what's good? Lived up all the hype. I'm gonna glance over some of the matches, and some of the matches I'm gonna hit kind of hard. Masahito, Kakihara won the New Japan Rumble. Shout out to him. The Young Bucks defeated Roppongi 3K. I wouldn't say Roppongi Vice. Roppongi 3K to regain the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Titles. Which, let's just go beat their belts, man. And I know some of y'all who watch New Japan was like, yo. Because I saw this today, like, a lot. Because here's the thing. A lot of people are coming to Wrestle Kingdom brand new. Like, they don't watch New Japan. This year with Jericho, like a name like Jericho, an all-time great, who still gets it done. Being at the event, a lot of eyes that aren't used to watching it are watching it. Also, thanks to the apps, because, bruh, you could download New Japan World and have that on a Fire Stick and put that on your TV, and for $9.99 yen, which is roughly comes out to about $8 and some change after conversion. $9.20 sometimes, depending on what's going on with the dollar. But that's I was get out of geopolitics. But you get to watch all Japanese wrestling. So a lot of people have signed up recently, but they're not familiar with the product. Some people, you'll drop 10 bowls for one event, for one pay-per-view. So they are not familiar with the length of the shows. They're not familiar with the titles. Because a lot of people are like, they have a lot of titles. I'm going to tell you this. They all make sense. They keep the people... They organize the divisions very well. All the titles make sense. They all mean something. And the booking, I think the way they set up their matches makes sure that you believe in the titles. Because the belts matter, right? The Bucks have held on for those junior heavyweight titles for a minute. Like, they have been like a stabilizing force of that division. And they're the team that people have to reach up to. Mind you, they beat a team that were the tag team champions. They won the tag tournament this year. And they have enough people to have a big tournament for that division, Keish.
Mm.
The junior tag teams, not like the regular tag team tournament. The juniors.
Right.
They have enough people. I mean, that's how they roll. And that's the thing too. They pull from such a big pool of talent because they're a true international organization. It just works. But shout out to the Bucks. Chaos became the new never Openweight 6-man tag team champions. Defeating the Bullet Club, which were the faction. Well, this faction of the Bullet Club was Bad Luck Fale and the God Gorillas of Destiny. All the Haku kids. They defeated Mike Elgin and War Machine, Suzuki-gun, Taguchi Japan. Good match. To me, the Young Bucks match was really good. Then, probably one of the best early matches was Kota Ibushi defeating one Cody Rhodes.
Man, I love Cody's entrance.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Like, Cody and Brandy together are just awesome.
Yeah.
I hated that this was something that wasn't utilized way beforehand, but you know what? I'm feeling it now. I don't know how I feel about Cody's blonde hair, but
yeah,
that's a whole nother story.
The blonde, Keish, I don't know. When he debuted it at the Ring of Honor show, it was kind of like, ooh.
Dude.
Okay. You gonna lose.
Right?
No, hold on. No.
Yeah, like...
That's not why he lost the world title, but that's part of it. Like,
no. But that hair, though, I was like,
yeah. But I get it.
It's a little bright. Like,
we're not used to seeing it on Cody, but I assume...
No, we're not.
It's an homage to the family, right?
Right.
Dusty, they all kind of had that hair.
Well,
Cody
yeah,
naturally
he was
is
the
not.
Only... No, he's naturally a brunette, so it was, that was weird in itself anyway. Like, it was like, how you end up with this brunette hair?
Yeah. I don't.
What's going on?
They live in like East Cobb. They live in Marietta. They ain't too far away. I gotta figure out a way to bump into them sometime. See, no, back in the old neighborhood, Keish, I used to run to Cody Hall all the time. Before he, went to Japan or whatever, I was bumping Cody Hall like, hey man, what's up? You see him at the grocery store. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we frequent the same Walmart. I'm just saying now I moved up in the world.
Oh no, he on the other side of town.
No, yeah, I mean they I'm like at the borderline. They in the real East Cobb. You know what I mean? And they grew up. I mean, he grew up in that area because he went to Sprayberry.
Yeah, I know all about Sprayberry. I know all about Sprayberry.
Also, did you know Xavier Woods went to Sprayberry?
I knew that too. I was like, but you know what? That doesn't surprise me, considering how Xavier Woods is, and considering the person that he is. I'm not surprised by that. Like, I wasn't surprised by that when I found out. I was like, oh, that makes actually. I was like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Now, a lot of questions that I have had in my head have been answered. Like,
you want a little 6 degrees
yep,
separation?
That did it for me.
A little 6 degrees separation. I taught at Sprayberry for a little while, much after those guys left, of course. But yeah, just something to throw in there. Nice school, very nice facility. It's in that East Cobb triad with Pope and Lassiter. The one that Roswell is included in with the 5A division. I know, that's why I say I know about them, because Roswell plays all those schools. Sprayberry, Lassiter. Yeah. I forget.
Yeah, all of them.
So y'all just a bougie school division. That's what I would call it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
Which is funny, because when you start talking about like Roswell, it's kind of like I don't want to say it's on the low end, but yeah, the other schools have a little bit more money, because Roswell is Fulton County, so like you get it up to the other ones, it's like what? Like, I've seen some of the other schools, and I was like, boy, like McEachern and what's the other one? What was the new one? Not Milton. It was another one. It was brand new, and I was like, bruh. No. Once you get into those, it's like, Roswell looks like shit compared to some of those. Like, it's like, But I digress. Like,
yeah, but that match, Ibushi versus Rhodes,
match was awesome.
I thought it was awesome.
Everything. I seen that.
I thought Brandy did very well in her part. Like, I was just like, wow, this is funny. And I mean, when Ibushi knocked him over, and then he was like worried about Brandy, and he was gonna help her out. Then Cody hit him, and then they was both on the ground. They looked at each other, started laughing. I was like, oh, this is gonna work. But Kota won clean, which I was a little bit shocked. But I'm gonna say this: right move. One thing I thought about New Japan in this was they took care of their promotion.
Right.
They made sure that I think the match finished up where they took care of their promotion. Follow-up match: Los Ingobernables de Japan. Evil and Sanada, who Sanada you may remember from TNA X Division fame. They are new champs. They defeated the Killer Elite Squad, which was Lance Archer and Davey Boy Smith Jr. Very physical match for the IWGP tag team titles. Also, Davey Jr. is looking a lot like Davey Sr. I was watching him. Okay, I always thought they looked alike a little bit, but when I watched him yesterday, I was like, he really looks like his dad during like that 1999 run with the WWF. Like, I was like, all right, I see you, Davey. And I'm glad to see him landed on his feet, right? After he left WWE, it didn't really work out. But him and Lance, that's a physical looking tag team. I can see them coming back and making a hit in the WWE. But shout out to Evil and Sanada. They stepped up. They put together a good show. good contrast of styles. So they walk around with the tag team titles, and they won the tag team tournament this year also. So good for them. Next was Hirooki Goto and Minoro Suzuki in a hair versus hair match for the never open weight title. Keish, I don't know what you got. I appreciate people who have stipulations in wrestling matches or whatever. I'm not just going bald for anybody. I ain't just cutting off my hair. And mind you, I may have to cut my hair off sooner than later. Because I'm kind of letting it grow a little bit now just because this might be my last chance to grow my hair for a little. I mean, like, I said for a little bit. Like, it just might be my last chance to grow my hair. Because I see where it's thin. It's like, oh, Lord. Why me?
Right?
I'm going to have to come on home. But I'm not going to embarrass myself. I'm just going to cut it off, Keish. I ain't going to sit there and be like them dudes now. Like, I'm not going to say where I saw a guy last week. Because then that give it away. And then that, you know, I don't know who going to listen to the podcast. But Keish, he had like twists. But in the middle of his twist, it wasn't nothing to twist. Like, from the outer edges, everything looks fine. And Keshia, if you 5'4", you never see it.
Huh.
But everybody like 5'7" and above, they know your secret, bro. I would just cut that off. I know you want to hang on to the twists. You know, they look nice. The ones you had left. But
right.
don't like you got a hole in the middle. You know, like somebody like somebody hit you with an orange or something while you was getting your hair done. Like, just don't do it, man. Just cut it off, man. Just like it take a lot of confidence to rock that George Jefferson. You know, when you got like all the shit on the outside, you got that ball in the middle. Like, it take a lot of confidence. I'm just saying, cut it off. But yeah, no.
Right.
Hair versus hair match. Never open weight title was on the line. For those of y'all who not familiar with Never Open Weight, Never is an acronym. It's new something da da da. It was originally intended to be like for like up and coming talent and talent who really wasn't signed to New Japan and this, that, and the third. But it's kind of an open division, and open weight refers to is junior or regular heavyweights can't participate in these matches, so they're not really defined by that. But yeah, so just a little understanding of the Never Open Weight. Because it used to be for doing up and coming. Well, that was the idea, but the first few winners of the title were like people in their 30s and 40s, so they decided like not to make it like that.
Right.
After that, the show progressed. One thing I like about New Japan, the show progressively builds. So, if you have a match that's going to go this long, the next match go that long, they start to show off, got you warmed up, got you into things. This was the meat of the show. These last four matches are like I think what carried the show. So, you start off with the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Fatal 4-Way. Will Ospreay. Hiromu Takahashi. Kushida. And the champ that came into the match was Marty Scurll of Bullet Club fame, who was not the champ when he left. Will Ospreay.
Really?
Yeah, was the champ. Ospreay. I said Ospreay. Ospreay. With some purple hair and purple pants. But him and Marty, who had a fierce rivalry, got to work together a little bit in this match because they had some common opponents. A lot of spots, a lot of high spots. I know some purists don't like that. I thought it was entertaining as well, and I thought it all made sense at the end. And shout out to Ospreay getting the title. What usually is a semi-main event, and usually the match before the main event was third from the bottom, third from the end this year because of the semi-main. Hirooki Tanahashi successfully defended the IWGP IC title against Jay White. Jay White, interesting story. You know, New Japan Dojo guy came over, worked at ROH for a while. Was ready to come at the king. For those of you who don't watch New Japan, this is the context I'm giving you about Tanahashi. I'm going to most compare him to John Cena. Okay. And when I say that,
Here we go.
Man, for a while. No, and I don't mean it in any negative connotations. Nothing negative. This is all positive. Tanahashi was the man for a long time. Till Okada assumed the throne. Now, in WWE, technically John Cena's still kind of the man because there's nobody who really has taken that spot from it. But just follow me here. John Cena has fell back to the mid-card, right? John Cena remember his U.S. title run? I'm going to compare that to Tanahashi's run with the IC title in New Japan.
Really?
Yes. So, he's taking on all comers. He's wrestled a lot of good people. He's putting guys over. He's doing his thing. But, as much as he's not a part of the main event, he's still very much the man. And a win against him would really mean something. And Jay White was not able to pull it off. But I think he has established that he is here and he is ready to be a player in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, and I think that's what you do with those matches, right? Like, I think that's one of the things with Cena. Anybody who wrestles Cena now, win or lose, the point is, I need people to know that you can dance with somebody who was seen as the man and still has a lot left in the tank. And you too could be well on your way to being somewhere up there. Not saying you're going to be the man, but you could be somewhere up there. A little hard work, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, all that stuff. You might get there. Like I said, Tanahashi to me is most comparable to a John Cena type right now. And they both similar in age, probably around that 40-ish range. And it ain't over. Still a lot of gas left in the tank. And people have to understand that they still the man. And that's why he holds that prominent spot. Like I said, generally this match would have been semi-main event. This would have been the match right before the main event. Just because how they book New Japan wrestling. Like in WWF, they'd put it in the middle of the show because they like to break it up. New Japan puts all the meat in one little package, right? But good match is something. If you haven't watched the show, it's what it was. I would say go back and watch. There's not too many matches I would leave out of the show, but like if gun to head, 5 matches that I feel like you should watch this show. Kota Ibushi versus Cody Rhodes.
Of course.
The tag team title match with Killer Elite Squad and Evil and Sanada. Okay, like 6. Because I can't leave out the junior heavyweight title match. And now, to me, what was match of the night, and I think I told you this last week before the show. I didn't do a New Japan preview because I was tired. But I think last week, no, I didn't tell you last week. When I did my year-end show, our year-end show, basically, because it was just me, because scheduling and, I fell asleep, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, no, I did tell you this. We did talk about this on another show.
Mm-hmm.
This match would be the main event, even though it's not the main event. Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega, U.S. IWGP title. It was the main event, Keith. It was everything that you thought it was. 35 minutes. 35 minutes in a match is enough. And how good is Chris Jericho? I mean, think the work he's putting in now and the work he's put in before. I don't know where he was in your all-time greats list, but I feel like he keeps climbing. At least for me personally.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
He keeps climbing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hold on, man.
Right.
I had you like in the top 10, baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
You go fuck around and be top 5 before this is over.
Of course.
Like, this guy, first of all,
Yeah.
I got to step my life up.
Wait a minute. Why you got to step your life up?
Because I'm 38, Keish.
Not your whole life, though.
Yeah, the whole shit. I got to fix it all. But definitely, like the physical side of stuff. 38. Jericho's about 45, 47. Like, Jericho's, he debuted at 86. That's all I'm going to say. I think it was 86 he debuted. I'm going to give you a good. Jericho is 47, Keish. 9 years older than me. That man went 35 minutes. It didn't slouch not once.
Right.
He showed up at the Royal Rumble. Was it last year or a few years ago? And went like 47 minutes in his first match back. I'm just saying, Keish. This dude be killing it. I don't.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've never been to a Fozzy concert, but I just gotta believe that show is fucking amazing. Like, how does this dude stay in shape? And if it truly is DDP yoga, I gotta go by the studio. Like, I gotta go over there on Concord and start working out. I do.
I've seen, well, no, because every time I see the effects of DDP yoga, I'm like, bruh, why am I not doing this? Like, seriously, I really need to get my life together and get this started. Because, I mean, look at Scott Hall and Jake the Snake and Chris and the guy that was on the crunches and now is running. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, man, like DDP yoga. I mean, look at DDP himself. You know what I'm saying? So, like, these success stories that make me really just want to. I look at Chris Jericho, and at 47 years of age, he can outdo like most 20-year-olds that I know. You know, so it's like, bruh, like, I need to know your secret. And I really just need to, you know, I really need to get into that. So it's a mess. It is a mess. But at the same time, you know, you look at him and you're like, you know, I need to be more like that guy. Because if you can go 40-plus minutes in a match, right, and you don't even look winded, like, that's it for me. Like, I'm just like, at 47 years of age, like, I can't.
Yeah.
Like, I probably would have got in there for 2 minutes and then like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And I'm 30, so it's like, nah, bro. I can see what you mean, Keith, bro. Your whole life together. Like, it makes you reevaluate what you've been doing for the last, like, 20 years at least. Like, hey, maybe... maybe I should have took a different path in life because obviously I messed up somewhere. Like, this is ridiculous. I need to get it together. Because if he's 47 doing 40-plus minute matches and not even looking winded, I really have to wonder what I'm doing with life. Like, How do you not sit there like front row and not wonder that? Like, is this for real? Is this real life? This is real life. I can't do this. Like, y'all playing with me, and I'm just not having it. I'm not. So,
yeah.
I mean,
but I thought it was a good match. No DQ was the perfect road to go. People got hit with everything. The young boys got a little bit abused by Jericho, which that guy is doing some really good heel work. If you see like the post-match press conference, like he just come in and just be fucking with the reporters. And part of it because they don't speak a lot of English. And they get to cuss, man. They cuss a lot in New Japan. Like the Americans be cussing their ass off, and I think it's because of the language barrier, so they don't care. They be there like, Jericho's like, y'all want to fucking interview me? Like, I'm like, damn, Jericho. But I get it. They get away with it because they over in Japan.
right.
It's kind of like this. If Shinsuke Nakamura start cussing the Japanese on live television, he's going to get away with it. You know why? Because you don't know what he's saying.
Right.
It ain't like Spanish. Spanish close enough where you learn the curse words.
No,
Which-
the Japanese is not.
Yeah.
No, that's a whole nother level of ball game, right?
Like, if he start cussing you out Japanese, you like, okay. I know that dude mad about something. But that's about it. So, I guess it's the difference, too. So, the Americans, they funny because they be cussing their ass off in those interviews. But Jericho was just being a heel. He was just being obnoxious. And I'm like, he's enjoying this. That being said, with all that and hyping up this match and how good it was, and the main event still held up, right? Kushida Okada defeated Naito in 36 minutes. And this is what I would say. I thought Okada was going to lose this one.
Why?
Before the match, and even a lot of times during, it was this. He's had a reign of about 490 days as champ, uninterrupted, one of the best longest streaks we've seen in a long time. And I thought it was time to pass. I thought we were passing the torch. I thought we were saying this one is, but see, I think that's how they built it last time. When he was with Takahashi, it was like, yo, this is the one. This is where you are going to do it. And it wasn't. Like at Wrestle Kingdom 10, I thought, this is your time. No, Wrestle Kingdom 9, that's what it was. I was like, this is your time. Here we go. Not so much. Wrestle Kingdom 10. Okay, here we go. Right?
Right.
And bam, it finally happened. Like it broke through. But it had to progress. It went from one to the next. Because it was a thing, it was like this. He had beaten him before. He had won the title and da. It didn't matter until it was done at Wrestle Kingdom. Because it's just like in the WWE. You can be WWE champ. But I don't know how much it matters until you do it at WrestleMania. Like, I think that's something different. That's how I look at it as like, oh, this is something different. So, that's all. But, you know, just sit here looking at and it's kind of funny too, because like this is a rematch for Wrestle Kingdom 8. Okada was the IWGP Intercontinental Champion when he wrestled Naito. Good show, and they went 30 minutes. This time they went 36. And I thought maybe Naito had the number. But he didn't. But here we are. And Okada's still the champ. Now, does it mean sometime during this year Naito won't pull that off. Doesn't mean that. But as of right now, Okada's still the king. Still the king.
Still the king. Oh, that's what they call him. Let me stop talking mess. I'm not talking mess.
But
Not about Japanese wrestlers. I sure won't.
No.
Because they kick your head off.
No, but all in all, like I said, I thought the event held up. I thought it was a very good thing to watch. We are an hour into the show, or almost.
We ain't. And half of that hour, we was talking about absolute nonsense.
Right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some break. This show probably will have like 2 or 3 breaks. I suppose. Well, yeah, about two or 3 breaks. At least 2 breaks, because this is gonna be the first one. Then we'll do it the other way. We'll come back. We'll refresh. We'll talk Raw, and then we'll talk, other stuff. And then, we'll do the birthdays and the news, and then we'll come back again and do the SmackDown, and then we'll be out of here. So we appreciate y'all for listening, and I hope we give you all your money's worth. So with that, we'll be back on the other end.
I started to kind of look over something, and that's my bread and butter. I'm talking about the World Television Championship. Now, for week in and week out, and all the months since I've been champion, I went right on this TV, put my reputation on the line, defending against top names: Garvin, Wahoo McDaniels, Rhodes himself, Robert Gibson, Ricky Morton. I'm still the World Television Championship. You see the little misfortune we've had within the Horsemen. I'm talking about Tully Blanchard. The whole scheme of things, professional wrestling, any sporting event is based on one fact. It's called human error. If there wasn't human error, any sporting event would all be equal. If everybody was perfect, there would be no winners and no losers. But one brief little setback does not inflict on the Four Horsemen's regime, if you understand what I'm saying. But what it did to me, it did make me realize, snap me back to reality. So on any given night, when 2 top professionals enter the ring, anybody's can get beat. So that kind of snapped me back to my bread and butter, the thing that qualified me to be one of the Four Horsemen. So Rhodes, Garvin, Wahoo McDaniels, Rock and Roll Express, Dick Murdoch, I don't care who you are, just remember one thing. I'm on my tiptoes. I know you're after me, so when we crawl in the ring, same storyline. One fall, 20 minutes, and there's not an individual on the face of this earth can beat me in 20 minutes. Let's make an example out of a couple of punks.
Ole and Arn Anderson, and now they're going.
I'm here.
Welcome back to the show. All right, so we done Wrestle Kingdom. We got that in the books. Now we're gonna do rewind. Boom. We are here. Raw. The bar comes out. They want a rematch for the tag titles. They pissed. They tell Angle, you should have put Jason Jordan in the match. What the hell you doing? Get your son in this match. Now, Jason Jordan is credible as a tag team wrestler. He is a former tag team champion on SmackDown. That being said, I still find him insufferable. He reminds me of every annoying light-skinned guy I've ever met. And yeah, I'm just like, yeah. Totally off the record. I'm pretty sure not even gonna go there. But I'd say off there. Yeah, he was there. He is up in a 1-on-1 match with Cesaro. Seth Rollins has to come out and be in the corner of one Jason Jordan. Decent match. Jason Jordan defeats Cesaro. I was shocked. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Put him over Cesaro. They're going all the way with this push. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, to beat Cesaro probably doesn't take a lot because the WWE, I don't know what they have against Cesaro.
Yeah, I don't either.
I feel like he should be competing for the world title, and he's not. And I
like
feel
they really, honestly, just want Cesaro in like this mid card box. Like, nah, bruh.
yeah,
You can't do that.
when they see him ascended upward, they be like, "Ooh, all right, like let's dial this back."
Right.
Like they don't ever really like let him go. Like they don't let him hit the next level. It's like, ooh, I see him climbing. Gotta shut that down. Think about it. Remember when the Andre the Giant Battle Royal? It was like, yo, this dude on his way. Hey, like, let's take all the steam out of this shit. So, I mean, at least that's how it felt. But, you know.
I don't know, man. They do him so dirty.
Yeah.
It's awful. Like, I'm like, why? It's just because I never understand it. He has a fan base. You know, he can sell the merch. Like, what? I just, you're the man. If you can make Sheamus champion, 3 times? I'm pretty sure you can give
Sheamus
Cesaro the title at least.
Yeah. Sheamus is a 4-time champ, I want to say.
4. Oh my God, that's even worse. Like, you can give Cesaro the title like 1 time at least. Let him prove his worth. Like, come on, man. I don't have time for it.
But yeah, Jason Jordan, what a win. Bray Wyatt defeated Apollo Crews, which, I mean, that kind of happens. More of the Matt Hardy broken gimmick. Did you hear John Cena Sr. was burying the Matt Hardy broken gimmick? Woken? I'm sorry, he's woken. Not broken, he's woken.
Woken, yeah, woken.
Which I have a feeling has
Because,
some copyright
yeah.
issues.
Yeah, you had to use the word woke, huh?
Yeah.
You know I was going to be the one. Yeah, I had to use the word woke, huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I roll.
Yeah, he's woke Matt Hardy.
Rolling all the eyes. I can roll.
Yeah, but yeah, he's there. I don't know how to unpack that gimmick. Like, I don't know what to do with him and that. But yeah, he's there. He's doing that. Has it latched on to you yet? Have you been like, oh wow, I can't wait to see what this is going to be every week, or is it just like,
I don't know, man. This is kind of like,
yeah, you know what? I know what it is with me. I'm not optimistic, so it's kind of like I'm just waiting for him to fuck this up.
Right, exactly. Like, you can't help but live in suspense. Like, when exactly are you going to, like, really, like, you know? Because at the end of the day, like, that's pretty much where it's at. Like, So what are you going to do about this, really? Like, what is this? Like, can we not? I don't know, Keith. They need to get it together.
Yeah.
They need to get it together.
So, yeah, not really that moved by any of them, but Asuka defeats Alexa Bliss in a non-title match, and Nia was there, but Nia had to go to the hospital because she had to go see Enzo.
Yeah, I know, right?
I can't stand the idea of that pairing.
Yeah, you know what? I don't like it. It's not cute. Like, I'm like, what is this? Like, what are y'all doing? Just no. Just no.
Yeah.
Whose idea was that? Like, for real?
I don't know. Braun Strowman defeated Heath Slater and Rhino in a match where he destroyed them both. And he may have told Heath Slater to come get these hands.
Right.
Like I'm like, I know who Braun hangs out in the locker room with now.
Right.
If you didn't learn nothing else from that, he was like, oh, I know who he hangs around.
Right. Like, okay, so yeah, we know who your friends are. Like, let's really talk about this. Like, nah, dude. Like, you literally just proved, like, right then and there who all your friends are. So, I think it's hilarious, personally.
But yeah, yeah, that happened.
You learn things about a person real quick. I'm telling you.
Right. But Braun did that. Roman Reigns defeated Samoa Joe. In an IC title match. He retains the IC title. I'm gonna say this, Keish. I thought that was a pay-per-view quality match. Very rarely do you can watch Raw and be like, that was the match of the night. That was damn sure the match of the night. Like, them two have a really good chemistry. And for any criticism of Roman Reigns, I'll say this. When he gets in there with like a guy who it's going to be rough, Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, you know what I mean, guys who they're going to hit you and it's going to hit hard. He takes it and he gives it. Like, these guys are his ideal opponents. People where they take it and give it. I think he has to do a little more if he's in there with like Finn Balor. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he knows how to manage that side of it yet. But in these kind of matches, he usually delivers. Like, I don't really have any criticism against him on that. I don't really have a lot of criticism against Roman Reigns. I just think that the way they try to push him, that's not his fault. Like, I just think...
Yeah. What they do with him is a little much, and it's, of course, something that can't necessarily be controlled by him. He just, it to me, I apply him to the, I don't know what it is, I just work here mentality. You know how we go to work and be like, look, I just work here. Like that's how I kind of think of Roman at times. It's like, look, I'm just doing what I was told. I just work here. Like, like I ain't got no control over that. I just work here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I see it with him. And it's like, yeah, you're signed to a contract and they pay you this much money and you just work here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know what they plan on really doing with Reigns and how that's gonna go, going forward. But once again, nice high quality match. Cedric Alexander had a new partner this week, and they beat Drew Gulak and Daivari. It was Goldust.
So is Goldust a cruiserweight? Like,
no,
is he small enough for that? Like, I'm not trying to, push no buttons and nothing. I just want to know, like, how does that work out?
I'm just gonna say this: we can both look at the TV and see that he's not a 205 live guy.
Right.
And to be fair, Goldust is like 6'6". I don't think, I wouldn't want to see him as a 205 live guy because, you know what you got to look like to be 205 and 6'6"?
Yes, I know, right?
So, I'm just going to say this. I think, for what I've heard, though, it's an experiment. And they are going to use some other people in some of these matches with these guys. I think to get them more exposure and to get more eyes on the brand. So, we'll see how this works. That was the first match. They made it work. But And that's the thing too. I think they just don't want it to be just a throwaway anymore.
Right.
So the WWE is fucking with people's emotions and soul. Also, they took Finn Balor and they put him with Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows or Luke Gallows.
Oh, that was awesome though, wasn't it?
Yes. And they took on Elias and the Miztourage. And they defeated them. Now, you said they fucking with these people's soul, because here's the thing. One, they've really stopped doing anything with Finn, which I just think is a fucking shame. But putting him with Gallows and Anderson, who they have totally abandoned also, only stokes the interest of like the internet fan. They're like, oh shit, it's cracking.
Right.
Like, because this is original Bullet Club. Baylor, aka Devitt, was the first leader. Like, this is OG Bullet Club.
Right. It is.
This is before we had the reigns to AJ Styles, who did, the reigns go to Kenny Omega. Like, this is OG Bullet Club. And it's like, yo, y'all gonna do Bullet Club WWF?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm cracking. Let's do Bullet Club in WWE. Nope, not gonna happen. First of all, copyright things, because I think New Japan and Ring of Honor uses it because of working relationship, but they have Bullet Club locked up over here.
Right, they do. So I'm really need for y'all not to get sued. Like, trying that bullshit. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. But you can. It's funny to play at it, but let's not actually do that. Like, that's not the answer. That we're not doing that. No. And I am that one. I will tell you. Like, no, that's definitely not how this is supposed to go. Oh, hey, let's rip them off. No. Y'all know. If anybody knows about copyright infringement, like fighting it or like pointing it out, is Vince. Because he damn sure went after Meek Mills when he used that Undertaker theme for his diss track. Like, no. Need y'all to understand. Like, y'all can't do that to other people, too. Like, no.
Well,
so your creative team, they get paid too much money to be doing all of that. Like, that's not what we're doing out here.
Well, part of it because that diss track was terrible.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm pretty sure if the diss track was fire, then maybe it would have been a little bit different. But considering who we're talking about here, let me shut up, because I'm going after folks today. I'm with the shit tonight. Y'all gotta bear with me, people. Bear with me.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
But yeah, so that did happen. Kane attacked Brock Lesnar at the end of the show. Here's the thing. And Brock set up, and then they had to be separated, and the people broke up the brawl. Keish, I've seen Kane movies. I've seen Brock's movies. I think this match will be interesting as a triple threat. I think Kane will add a nice element to the match. I don't give Kane a shot to hell in winning that title. I don't believe that Kane could beat Brock, and I mean that in the nicest way. I've seen Kane try to help Seth Rollins against Brock. It got beat the fuck up. Like, I know this is a new Kane and he's back to being the demon and all that, but like, man, look.
Right. No.
That ship is sailed. Now,
right.
He is a wild card because, I mean, Braun and Brock could destroy each other and he could pick up the scraps. I don't know. But here's my advice. Just keep them separated. Like, Brock has enough mystique where he can carry this. Let Kane choke slam other guys on the roster. let Braun do what he did last week, where he beat up 2 dudes, and then just let the monsters have their collision course at the Royal Rumble.
All right.
And that match you might have to have a little earlier in the card, because I think you might want to use one of those monsters in the Royal Rumble.
Right.
I think one of them be functional in the actual Rumble. Because taking them out, it's like, phew, both of them? Shit.
Nah, you can't take both of them out now.
But-
That's just a little.
I mean, then again, who do you got returning? Like, there's a lot going on. Because,
Yeah.
like, I was thinking between that match and the AJ Styles match has 3 people. It's like, shit. If you take 6 top guys out like the Rumble, you're going to be scratching their claw. Now, you got NXT to pull from. But,
Right.
you know.
But see, I thought about the same thing when they announced that the women's Rumble was going to be the same rules. 30 women, you know, time limits and everything is going to be the same. I'm like, well, you can easily get 20 just from the 2 rosters for SmackDown and Raw.
Right.
You know, easy. But even with all of the women, excluding Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, you got 19 women. So they're going to have to pull 11 women to fill out the rest of the Royal Rumble spots. Now, of course, you're going to have your spots where you're going to have like your throwbacks, and they're going to come and, hey, oh my God, it's such and such, and you know, all of that. But then the rest of them are going to have to be from NXT.
Yeah, well, I think you could make that work, though. Like, if you use, like, 5 slots for, like, nostalgia, right?
Right.
I mean, let's say you could get Beth Phoenix, Michelle McCool, and Trish Stratus and Lita to get into the Rumble, which would be fucking insane. And I don't even know if you would use them all in the same year. I think Alondra Blaze would like to probably get in the Rumble. You know what I mean? It'd be insane. So I just put 5 Hall of Famers, and well, Michelle McCool ain't in yet, but you know what I mean?
Right. Of course.
Maybe you get Layla or somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you could do that. And like you said, NXT, you bring in, you know, and not even like Ember Moon or nothing. Like, use other ladies on the roster and see where it goes. But I mean, if you can get Ember in there, I'd throw Ember in there too. But, like, you know, make it all mean something. But yeah, that Royal Rumble I think is going to be very interesting. And if you look at that card, I think they're going to have like a 4-hour show. Because think about it.
Yeah.
The Royal Rumble match takes about an hour. Fully executed.
Easy.
Beginning to end.
Right.
You're going to have 2 of those. Now, they might rush through the women's a little bit, but it's still going to be at least 45 minutes. Because it takes 30 minutes to get everybody in the ring.
Right.
Because everybody enters at a minute at a time. Now, they might shave some time off of that because people ain't going to be like totally monitor the clock. So if they do it like every 50 seconds, you know what I mean? Everybody be able to pull it in. But still, after that, you got to still sell the match and tell the story.
Right.
So that's where it's like, okay. How is this going to, you know, work itself out?
No, see, here's my thing with the whole declaration of being in the Rumble thing, right? I understand it for the men because they have enough men for that, you know? But for the women, it's kind of like, okay, why do this? I guess it's just for, like, the show.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what are y'all all declaring? Like, all of y'all are going to be in the Rumble. So, so in my mind, I'm kind of like, why even do all the extras? You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's just for the show. I mean, it's for the show, you know. oh, we have to put our stakes in this because it's the first one. So, of course, you know, hey, I'm going to be in the Rumble. Hi, I'm going to be in the Rumble. Okay.
Right.
Like, all y'all going to be in the Rumble. Let's just, you know, to be real and technical, everybody's like, yeah, such and such fish, she's going to be in the Rumble. And I'm like, of course she is. Like, who? There's not going to be one woman missing from either roster. Like, come on, man. The only two people that's not going to be in the Rumble is literally both champions, and that's it.
Right.
So, and that's only because what would be the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, come on, man. Stop it.
Yeah, because they both got to have their matches. It's going to be interesting to see how they do the winner and what that winner does with their shot.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right, that's Raw. We'll come back with birthdays, the news, and we'll get to SmackDown. And I think that's it. And it will be
okay.
Ready to roll out, wrap a bowl this thing, and you know, it is what it is. So we'll be back. And holla at me, holla at a player.
We might be back. We'll think about it.
Precious.
We'll let
The
y'all
Raging
know.
Bull Manny Fernandez will take on Brad Armstrong. The Kansas Jayhawks against the Midnight Express with Jim Cornette. Ron Garvin against Ravishing Rick Rude. And in this cage, you'll see the Russian Bear Ivan Koloff against Magnum TA. Here's Ivan Koloff.
I know, Magnum TA, you want to get my nephew Nikita inside the cage with the United States heavyweight title on the line. This is the way you operate, American. You wanted it for sure that there would not be any kind of doubt in anyone's mind, any kind of interference, not that there ever was in any of our matches. Not that there ever was whenever nephew Nikita took the title away from you in the first place. I know you go around telling a lot of lies, Magnum TA, but even if it was so, what are you going to do about it, big man? You come out here shooting your big mouth out how tough you are just because you're an American, the second strongest country in the world. That doesn't make you the toughest. I am from the number one country in the world, the USSR, and I'm proud of it. I'm also proud of the fact that nephew Nikita is United States heavyweight champion. The Crusher Khrushchev and myself are United States tag team champions. And Magnum TA, I think down deep in your heart, in your soul, this bothers you. Your pride in America, because Russians hold all the major titles, and because it was taken away from you. So you want to take it away from nephew Nikita now. But I say no. You think you're so tough? You come ahead and you take Ivan Koloff on. Let's see how tough you are. This cage is not going to be a help to you. It's going to be a hindrance, because I'm going to run your body right through it, Magnum TA, and defeat you again.
All right, it is January 6th. That's probably when this show is going to arrive for you guys. Birthdays. Nothing really to talk about. Well, you know what? Jack will be celebrating a birthday today. WWF Hall of Famer. Miss Jackie is turning 53. All right. Actually 54. It's 2018. Sorry. Gotta use 2018 math now. Ludwig Borga will be turning 55. Tomorrow, January 7th, Sunday, the late Chavo Guerrero Sr. Will be celebrating a birthday. Chavo would have been 70. Make sure I get this right. No, sorry. He'd have been 69. He'd have been, because he would have been 1 year from 70. So he'd been 69. Jack Gallagher will be celebrating a birthday. Gentleman Jack will be 27. Quiche. 27. And then if you get to Monday, Chris Masters has a birthday. He'll be 35. Bushwhacker Luke a.k.a. Luke Williams of the Bushwhackers, born in 1947. So he'll be turning 71. So that's going down. News. So, Keish, let's talk about news.
Let's talk about it.
Enzo Amore was not at Raw. They had the little segment where he was at the hospital. There's conflicting stories. One story says Enzo was just out partying too hard on New Year's Eve. Another story actually said he had the flu and had to go to the hospital, which is corroborated by pictures I think that he sent out here with some IVs and stuff like that. I'm gonna go with the flu. Let's say that the man probably was actually down out. World Street, he got to Raw. He wasn't feeling well, and they sent him home, and then he went to the hospital.
Hey, was he the one that said got stuck in the bathroom on the plane? Oh no, was that him? It was one wrestler that said got stuck in the bathroom on the plane. I was like, what? I was like, what the hell are you talking? You know what? I gotta stop eating the dirt sheets. I don't know.
Yeah.
That just sounds foolish.
Also, the rumor killer. A lot of people expected Chris Jericho to be at Royal Rumble, which I think he's gonna be with New Japan doing some stuff for a while because he attacked Naito last night, so that means something. He is actually booked. Fozzy has a gig in Paris on the same day as the Royal Rumble, January 28th. So Jericho may not be in the Rumble unless something drastically changes. Ring of Honor unveils new belts. Like they brought a new world title belt for their last show, but apparently 2018 they are unveiling. They have new belt designs for the TV title and the tag team titles. So shout out to Ring of Honor, who is champion, a 29% increase in business in 2017. So good job, guys.
Right.
On a sad note, Glow legend, Glorious Ladies of Wrestling, legend Mount Fiji passed away this week. She was 60 years old. Fiji had a public battle with diabetes and stuff like that. She is one of the OGs of the business, and Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. So she will be missed. On another note, Keish, how are you about the WWE Mixed Match Challenge?
Oh. So I've been keeping up with who's teaming with who, because I'm definitely going to be watching that. So, so far the team matchup has been actually, some of them have been a little, okay, I'm not going to lie. A couple of the teams are kind of obvious, Rusev, Lana, and his wife, and it makes. Of course, they were going to team up together, but then I thought that they were going to put Nia with Braun, which would have made perfect sense, right? But then they put Alexa Bliss with Braun, and I was like, well, I can see why Kurt would want to do that. WWE Women's Champion with his biggest, with the Monster Among Men. I guess because if you think about it from a powerhouse standpoint, you would want to put Nia with him, but it's I guess in that sense it makes sense. The way that he paired those two together, it makes sense.
Here's the thing: they couldn't have that team together because there's no holes, right? It's just, in theory, they should just steamroll everybody, just physically fast.
Yeah, right, exactly.
They're doing it different. Alexa Bliss is sneaky and conniving and very talented. Braun is a monster. Bobby Roode and Charlotte seem like an interesting group. And
Bobby Roode and Charlotte is fabulously awesome. Okay,
I'm going to call that the Robe Crew. Like, they are going to have the bomb-ass robes.
They really are. Like,
And
their robes are going to be the shit. Okay, I am so for this.
yeah, I don't know if Rude is married because those two can end up dating that by the end of this.
Nah, I think Rude is married. But all I'm saying is, I already wanted one of Charlotte's robes, right? And then I seen Rude's and was like, yes, I need one of his robes, but instead of saying glorious, I need to say righteous on the back, right? Can you imagine what their robes are going to look like for this challenge? Keith, I'm for the robes, okay? I'm all for the robes.
You know, I never really had a robe of my own. The robe
I've owned a couple.
got me for Christmas. Keisha, I've been rocking that bad boy so hard. I got it all right now. Like, this robe life is amazing. That's all I was saying. This shit. I was like, oh, now I know what the big deal about a Snuggie was about. Because a Snuggie is
right.
a backwards robe, right? I was like,
right.
Oh, okay. Now I know why Snuggies was such a big deal. Like, I put this bad boy on.
Well,
I didn't even need no cover. I just be on the couch, like, laid up, like, with my feet up, like, yeah.
Well, you know your sister is, like, is infatuated with socks. So, father got me these, like, wonderfully comfortable socks that are, like, they're like sweaters around my feet. Like, oh, my God. When I tell you I can sleep in these and be absolutely comfortable, because they're so insulated. Like, my feet are not hot. They're not hot in these, but they're warm. They're kept warm, and, like, my whole body feels it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like the best. Keith, our father, did absolutely wonderful with these gifts he got us. I'm telling you. These socks are amazing. Like, I'm just like, I've dabbled in a robe thing here and there, but no, these socks, I'm telling you. I got on my Friday socks right now, which I need to put on my Saturday socks because it's Saturday, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, because I need to understand
yeah.
how you have Friday and Saturday socks.
Right. Nah, I am the type that will, because I don't know, man. Yeah. But as far as the mixed match challenge goes, yeah, I definitely have been paying attention to the teams, and I've definitely been keeping up with who's teaming with who. Like, when he put Nia with Apollo Crews, I was just kind of like, what? But then, like, a team like Sasha Banks and Finn Balor is just kind of, like, off the wall, too.
Yeah, no,
I would have never paired those two together.
I wouldn't have, but when you see them together, like, oh, that works.
Right. It actually does look like it makes sense.
So Facebook Live will have this, and WWE will both be showing these. But it's going to be exclusive on Facebook Watch.
That's right.
I wonder how much they're getting out of Facebook for this. Because
I wonder.
Because it's not going on the network, right? So it seems like that would be something. But it's just something interesting. Like, at first I was like, what is this bull? But they go, I guess it's a way to watch stuff, because Facebook is really invested into this content thing. Because just like they do a Ball in the Family. And, you know, Facebook is worth about $50 billion. I'm just going to say this. If they put up the money, I think Ring Time Pro Wrestling could be a good live stream for y'all.
I'm just saying, you know.
I'm just saying.
I want to cut a check over this way real quick, you know.
Look, all I need is $1 million. $1 million a year, right? That's enough for us to get a studio, some good camera equipment, hire the people to run all the boards and stuff like that. I think I only have to pay like $2,000, right? We pay like $60,000.
That's all you need, Keith.
Right? No, I'm serious. $60,000 a year each. I already get $1 million. facility that probably costs us a couple of hundred, $200,000, maybe $100,000 because we would probably like a small house or something, right? Pay 3 or 4 guys $200,000. And buy the equipment. It probably costs us $1,000. And it keeps I'm saying, I've been working out for 3 years. Out there, I think those guys will have just a good run as a tag team, and Gable is a monster.
He is. Like man.
Yeah. So I appreciate like that match. I would like for Gable and Benjamin maybe to have won the belts, but hey, it's gonna be a little harder for them to take the belts off the Usos, who were the tag team of the year last year. And like I said, that feud, I think they can run out the first 6 months of this year with them feuding, and then maybe flip Benjamin and Gable over to the New Day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or Aiden and Rusev. How over is Rusev Day? Like, this shit is crazy. People is messing with Aiden English and Rusev, which is an oddball ass team.
Can you not see how they're over right now? Like, come on, man. I wasn't, because I was wondering what they were going to do with Aiden English, and it was a question in my mind, because I was like, ever since they released his partner, I was like, man, what exactly are they going to make of him? You know what I'm saying? But when they put him by himself and he started the whole singing gimmick and everything, I was like, man, this might actually work for him. But then he kind of just faded into the background, and I was like, okay, now, pairing him with Rusev, to me, has been one of, like, the best things that have happened. I think they're hilarious as a tag team, but I also think they work. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Aiden English is not a bad wrestler. He's pretty good. And Rusev, of course, is Rusev. So I think the pairing of them two together actually, to me, makes a lot of sense once you actually start to dig a little deeper into, like, in my eyes, into the whole marketing of them two, and how they are perceived by the crowd, and all that kind of stuff. They actually work. They work. So I'm all for that tag team. I mean, even as weird as they are, like I'm actually very supportive of this pairing of those two. Like, I don't know who came up with that, but they did a great job when they did that one.
Yes, we'll see how that works out. The Bludgeon Brothers defeated Breeze Dago again. This time, the Ascension came and got them hands. And I think next week we're going to see a match with the Ascension and the Bludgeon Brothers, which I think they're pulling the Bludgeon Brothers along nice and slow. So they've been killing jobbers, and then now they beating up Breeze Dago. They're about to now go to the Ascension, which is a more physically opposing team visually, but probably not as talented. But that's fine. Connor and Victor, hey, y'all still in there, but y'all about to get y'all ass beat because Harper and Rowan, those dudes is physical. But,
exactly.
Keish, Xavier Woods defeated Aiden English, the guy we was talking about, in the first round of the U.S. title tournament.
Hey, I am for Woods U.S. champ. I am. I'm an advocate. I don't care what nobody say. I'm all for that.
Yeah, I mean, he advanced. And I'm like, oh, wow. Because they don't really move Xavier Woods, along like that. You know what I mean?
No, they really don't.
Like, they oh.
Like, even with the New Day, he's kind of like the third guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kofi, Big E, and then there's Xavier Woods. And he's always been kind of like, I wouldn't call him like the third wheel, but he's just kind of been like the hype man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a part of the group, and he's included in the group equally, but he just, when it's kind of like, oh yeah, he's out here with his trombone, and he's turning it up. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you don't talk about Xavier like, yeah, they about to come out here and kick some ass. It's not like that. It's not like that. Even though Xavier has very good wrestling talent, but it's just kind of like, oh yeah, Big E and Kofi finna tear some shit up. Xavier finna come out here hyping everybody up. It's like everybody got their role. Everybody got their role. So
yeah, because I've always seen it as like, how do I say this? The B team guy, right? So like I told you, Coffee and him are the speed lineup, but then him and Big E, I guess it's just like the B line. Because to me, the A lineup is Kofi and Big E.
Exactly.
But, we'll see. But, yeah, Xavier Woods getting his run, getting his shot. Will that change him? Will success make him leave the New Day?
Like, you can't tell me you're not excited for him, though.
No, I'm excited for him. Especially when he be rocking that Frankie Lyman perm he be putting in.
Let me tell you something about
James
it.
Brown circa 1977.
But yes, because like, like, how can you not? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Keith.
Go 1962 Temptations on.
You ain't got no sense.
When it was Otis Williams in the distance, like he. Y'all know about that. See, that's old stuff.
See,
Temptations forever.
Shut up, Keith. What is wrong with you?
Now, look, that miniseries is a good miniseries, even though I think it's told from a
that
slanted.
miniseries was just.
It's told from a very slanted point of view because it's from Otis's point of view.
Of course it's slanted. Come on,
look,
man.
Hey, man.
Even though he taught. But it's just kind of like.
Look, he put stuff in the movie that he wasn't there, so how could he know what happened, right? Like, he just got David and Eddie sniffing coke at David crib. Now, David was known to do the drugs, but I ain't never heard of Eddie Kendricks doing no coke. But hey, we gonna put it in there together. Him hitting that line.
Right.
Nigga, what about your drug use? How come I don't see you and Melvin doing no coke? But
Okay. Yeah,
I'm not saying they had. I'm not saying they had or had not. I'm just saying there ain't nothing in the movie. Or, hey man, do you know how they explain that man cheating on his wife?
Nah,
They showed him coming off the bus, and he shook that lady hand and gave her a church hug, and then his wife got mad, and that was it. Like, oh wow, he got caught cheating.
Hey, Keith, now you know that was too clean. I was like, now y'all know good and damn well that hasn't worse than that.
You ain't lose your wife over that bullshit.
I'm not gonna get mad at you giving some chick a church hug. Come on with the bullshit, bruh. Like, especially I know y'all out on the road together and all of that. Like, really? Cause she got super mad. Like, I know you effing that bitch. Like, come on, man. Like that's not how that works. Cause I'm definitely not gonna accuse you of sleeping around with some woman that you just gave a church hug to. Like, that's not even. Are you serious? Now I see if he would have like grabbed her up, you know what I'm saying? Like hand near that down there, that cuff of like lower back and butt, and like, you know, like caressing, and you know, then I have to snatch you up. But like that whole scene made no sense. I was like, how did she even deduct him cheating from that? Like, for real? And then all of a sudden y'all separated. See, that's the thing that was about that whole story too, right? Well, there was no like argument. Like, they didn't show no argument because, you know, they showed the bus scene, and then there wasn't no argument or nothing. It was just like, y'all come say hey to your daddy. What? So y'all went from like big happy family to church hug. Like, where's the argument? Where's the fights? Because I'm pretty sure there was some of those in there somewhere.
No.
Y'all ain't playing with me. Don't do that.
They did everybody else dirty laundry. But I'll say this: the one part of the movie I do believe was, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. I believe that happened. They coming to see me. They coming to see the Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Hey, that happened, Keith. I don't care what nobody say.
Oh no, that happened. I'm pretty sure that
happened.
Because see, that's the kind of shit I wouldn't have told in the movie. I'd have been like, nope, nope, we gotta leave that out. Mm-mm.
No, they had to throw that in there. They had to throw that in there because somebody had to tell that part of the story. Come on, man. That part was my shit. That nigga, anybody come to see you, Otis. Hey, he shut that down so fast. He was like, we a group. Anybody come to see you, Otis? The way he looked at him was awful, man. My whole spirit would have been shot. My whole spirit would have been shot. I would have been in that thing like, oh, man.
All right. Next match. Like, I'm trying to get back on the line. I done took us off the rails.
Keith, come on, man. We're going to have a 3-hour show and still don't talk about wrestling.
Yeah, we about 2 hours in now, so let's just go. The Riot Squad defeated Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina. That's that. Now, the main event was interesting. Sami Zayn defeated AJ Styles in a chaotic match that saw Kevin Owens, Shane McMahon, and Daniel Bryan all get involved. Well, Daniel Bryan get involved.
Right?
So Shane is there because Kevin Owens is there. Kevin Owens is bad. Then Daniel Bryan decides he's going to be at ringside. Daniel and Shane still got issues. They got trust issues now. And if Daniel gets cleared to wrestle, I hope it's not wasted on a match with Shane McMahon. I will say that again. So, but they got issues and they're not getting along. And chaos ensued. Kevin tried to get involved. Shane messed around and became a damn distraction again. Found a way for Sammy to kick AJ and steal the win. AJ's pissed at everybody. And next thing you know, we got a handicap match for the world title at Royal Rumble. Could we have just made it a triple threat, Keish? Wouldn't that have made more sense?
But Keith, I don't really even understand that. It's like,
okay, because neither one of them.
He got to face both of them and put his title on the line.
I would have preferred Kevin with Sammy in Kevin's corner, but not like both of them there. Because here's the thing: what's gonna happen between those guys? Is somebody gonna turn on somebody? Because the thing is the person who scores the pinfall to go be the champ? Because we just made the best.
I don't know.
We just made the best friends again. Oh my God! I don't. Please, Lord, don't let it be a Sami Zayn championship. I'm not ready for Sami Zayn as champ. Under no circumstances, not ready for Sami Zayn as champ.
Right.
But, Keesh. Ugh.
Hey, what? I mean, Keith, would there really be harm in a Sami Zayn championship? You know.
You don't know how bad I would have punched Sami Zayn in the face when I see him. I can't stand his presence. Like, when I see him, I'm just like, and especially when you do that little goofy walk, like, I'm like, you look like some drug addict in a sky band that just is going. Just get on people's nerves. But that's it. Also, Keish, you know I signed up for Amazon Prime because I wanted to watch The Wire, and Cody was just acting up too much, so I decided to just pay for Amazon Prime so I could see The Wire, right?
Right.
Because I want to sit down and like really watch it all the way through uninterrupted. Not really uninterrupted, but just like, I like binge. And I missed some episodes and stuff like that in the past. And okay, anyway. You know what's on Amazon Prime Video, Keish?
What?
The Wrestler. I implore any wrestling fan to watch this. Way before No Holds Barred. In 1974... The Wrestler came out. Now, I know y'all thinking like, there was a movie called The Wrestler that came out a couple of years ago with Mickey Rourke, got nominated for Oscar.
No, not that one.
Fuck that movie.
Now, even though that was a good movie. That was a good movie, though. Like,
man, fuck that movie.
Awesome.
The 1974 The Wrestler. Ed Asner, who's an incredible actor, stars The Wrestler promoter. His world champ is Vern Gagne. Vern Gagne does not play himself. He plays Mike. This is what I understand about the movie, though. Why is Vern some character named Mike something, and then Billy Robinson is named Billy Taylor? Right? Like, you just changed Billy Robinson's last name. You made a Billy Taylor.
It's just funny, though, that Mike something.
Yeah, I forget Mike's last name. Because it ain't important. Because he Vern to me. When I see the TV, I'm like, that's Vern. Every other wrestler in the movie uses their real name. Like, every last wrestler in the movie. Larry Hennig is in the movie. A.K.A. Kurt Hennig Daddy. Nick Bockwinkel. Jay Strongbow. Eddie Graham goes in there and does a wrestling exhibition. All these guys are using a real name. The Crusher. Dick the Bruiser. Everybody using their real name. Keish. A young Dusty Rhodes and Dick Murdoch are in there as their wonderful tag team that they are. Every major territory star is in this movie at that time from the 70s. Vince McMahon Sr. is in that movie. Because they sit around like they had this promoters meeting. They name dropped the shit out of this movie too. Like, all the big wigs is there, but they're like, "Yo, Vince is it? Ed Asner's character ear, Fred's ear, telling, "Hey man, Mike can't be this and da da da, boom boom. We got to go something new, younger, da da da." And it's like, that's Vince. That's big Vince. Like that's the daddy Vince, the OG,
Right.
the WWF. But yeah, man. Who else is in that movie? Dory Jr. is in that movie. Fucking Jack Briscoe. Like it's crazy. Like I suggest any wrestling fan watch it. If you're a wrestling historian, you should watch it. And it's just a movie about wrestling. But they got a whole bunch of other content. They got an old movies from like the 40s about wrestling. That's like this is a fictitious story. But man, Keshia, I'm about to just check this stuff out. But yeah, I just want to, and of course it's gonna be a movie review on The Wrestler, because I've been trying to see this movie for a long time. Keshia, you don't know how long I've been trying to see this movie.
Of course it is, because you just can't help yourself.
Well, and to be fair, Keish, I hadn't done a lot of movie reviews in a while. Like it's been a while. The content for the site just hasn't been what it should be. And I mean, I explained it on the year-end episode, and I'm not gonna go into it anymore because these are happy days, and I'm gonna be happy. But yeah. So watch The Wrestler. Tweet about it. I might live tweet it at one point on my Twitter account and just kind of so we can all share. It'll be hashtag The Wrestler.
Right, of course, because let me start talking shit. I'm over here talking all kinds of shit. Like, yeah, of course, because we all want to share that. We all have to have this moment with you, Keith. I feel you. Let's do it.
Just because you can't appreciate the 1970s does not mean that other people out there in podcast land will not appreciate good 70s wrestling.
Of course you're going to write a movie review because you can't help yourself. You just can't help yourself, can't you?
Amen.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having that kind of night.
I want you to know, IMDb sent me a personal email at the end of this year thanking me for my contributions. So,
well, that's awesome.
There.
But what you can do is send me your Amazon information so I can partake in Amazon with you.
You ain't no good. You ain't no good. So this is why we need video, so you can see my facial expression. You ain't no good. You ain't no good.
Oh, y'all, I'm over here dying. I can't. I'm just saying, like, just like I be sharing my Hulu and Netflix and all that, you can share your Amazon, we family. You love me. It's cool. Like,
hey man, I ain't got no problem sharing.
It's funny because that's the argument. That's literally for that. It's like, we love each other. We family. So let's, you can help a sister out. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, because that's literally how this will go. It ain't just like, oh yeah, well, still, nah, not those kind of moments. I consider that I am biologically your sister. Like this is just it works.
You don't have to add no more extra guilt. I told you I'd do it. You ain't gotta put
He said extra guilt.
You ain't gotta put extra guilt on it.
But I'm not. Am I really? Okay, let me chill. Shout out to Old Navy for these extra comfortable jeans that I have on, because these things are awesome. I need to buy me more of them, preferably in darker colors, but the ones I have on are pretty great. I literally went to Old Navy this morning and bought me a pair of jeans because I'm allowed to wear jeans on Fridays at my job, and I had to take advantage of it. Like, I haven't worn jeans on Friday since I started, and that was 3 months ago. So, yeah. I literally went to Old Navy this morning and bought me a pair of jeans just so I can wear them on Jean Friday. I am that special in life. Like, this is what I did today. So, shout out to Old Navy for the boot cut, curvy, long 16 longs that I have on. You know, it's funny being a female, and being 5'10", because, you know, buying pants is not as easy as it is for a woman that's 5'5". Like, there's shorts and petites and averages everywhere, but when your legs are extra long like mine, like, that is not an easy feat. So, especially when you're a size 16, like, that's not how this works. So, yeah, I give props to Old Navy for always having my size and length, and, you know, let me be me. That's awesome. And it was on sale, so I got them for a little less than what they originally cost, which is always so great. Nice. Oh, shout out to Old Navy, too, for having this Falcons bag that I'm definitely carrying to work from now on, because it is big enough for all of my stuff, and it's black with a big falcon on it. I'm all for it. So, shout out to Yuki for sticking it out with me this, because it's been 2 hours. And we need to go to bed.
Yes, we do.
Y'all gotta excuse me at this point. I think I'm delusional. I need to go to sleep. That will need to happen. And I'm not even sleepy. Like, I'm literally wide awake right now. So, yeah. I still got on my work clothes, and I got off at 10 o'clock. I need to get it together. I really do.
All right. With that,
okay,
we are
I'm done,
out.
y'all.
We'll be back next week. And we will
sure
find some
will.
other stuff to talk about. And y'all have a good evening. Peace.
Bye, y'all.